Well, we have made it. What is up, people of the world? It's me again, Alex Wimmer, aka AP3 Jumped, and welcome to the VLogz 101. What to expect in the next 100 videos, which acts as a final 2018 update. Because I didn't really do one at the beginning of years, because I saved it for this video. Because after every 100 videos, I do a little update video like this that talks about what I'll do throughout the next 100 videos. And depending on the timing of when the video is released, it also serves as an update for pretty much the rest of the whole year. So damn it, I'm sore as hell today. Worked a lot the past couple days. So without further ado, let's get right on into it, shall we? Now that last little update video, video 301, was very glitchy as it turns out. I just rewatched it today for the first time since I posted it. And I'm very sorry about that. There's parts of it where it seems to it's just very glitchy. Like, I don't feel like it's hard to explain, but like parts of the video, like the audio is missing and it stays frozen for several seconds. I really don't know why that even happened. But again, I deeply apologize for that. So what to talk about first? So yeah, for like I said, let's get started. So, what to expect in the next 100 videos? Well, I don't know why I enunciated it like that, but one of the first things you can definitely expect is another update video like this, just like this one. Just like this one, yeah. I talked like a vampire for a second by mistake, but yeah. That's what video 501 will be. And my AC unit just went off. Now, as usual, you can expect more vlogs. Like that's one of the main types of videos that I do on this channel. And one thing I do want to bring up is that sometimes when I upload a vlog, sometimes the custom thumbnail gets uploaded like a couple of days later, or sometimes sometimes as late as like a week. So I do apologize for having late custom thumbnails, but it's just the way that's just the way it is sometimes. Like here lately, I've been like making thumbnails with the Switch, which has proved to be a really useful feature. Not only have I been taking screenshots in Super Mario Odyssey like a fucking madman, even more so than I do in Smash Bros. I've also taken it upon myself to, like I said, make custom thumbnails using pictures for Super Mario Odyssey and using the Switch's the text feature. I think you can only add one text box at a time, but what I've seen people do is have multiple different types of text of different colors in the same picture. Now, I don't think you can do that. I don't think you can have two different colors of text normally. What I think people do is that they overlay pictures one by one by one by one. Which is actually what I do to make sometimes for Windows Movie Maker. So it's kind of the same thing. So it's just basic workarounds like that. So yeah, you can definitely be expecting a lot more thumbnails made with Super Mario Odyssey and more thumbnails that are being made in unique formats. Like not only Super Mario Odyssey, but Super Mario Bros. X as well. Before I started doing thumbnails made with Super Mario Odyssey, there was one thumbnail that I made using Super Mario Bros. X, so yes, I now get to use Mario to make thumbnails. So that should be fun. Why am I saying it should be? Because it has been. So yeah, I know the 300 video originally was going to be an interactive adventure. However, that got pushed back, and I put that shit completely on hiatus for the majority of last year. And the reason why I did that was because, well, the interactive adventure, the structure of it is highly influenced on the Rich Alvarez interactive adventures. It's split up into 5 chapters. Each 5 missions. Actually, the chapters are known as missions, each with 5 choices, and each of the missions are based off are based off something else. Like the first one's based off The Loud House Since the comic Lost Control. The second one is loosely based off Water Wars by Rich Alvarez. The third one's based on Food Battle by Smosh. The fourth one combines aspects of Luigi Kid Gaming's videos and Howl Nathaniel Rage, the Howl Nathaniel Rage series by Nathaniel Bandy. And then the fifth one combines aspects of Angry Video Game Nerd and Blue's Clues. So yeah, that'll be very interesting to see. I have a stomachache, I really don't know why. But yeah, because of all that wound up making the video a bit too ambitious for me, which is why I decided to put it on hold. I only have like the first 2 missions filmed, and that's it. I haven't even started editing anything. So yeah, and I do want to use green screen for the first time in the interactive adventure. I just don't know when that'll be. Fingers crossed. We could try to get it uploaded by, I'd say, the holiday of 2018. I'm really hoping I can get really hoping I can get that squared away and actually, get that finished, because that is definitely would be one of the most that would definitely be one of the most ambitious projects that I would have ever produced. So yeah, you can maybe expect the AP3 Jumped interactive adventure by the end of the year, I'm hoping. But moving on, let's talk about let's talk about Super Mario Bros. X for a second. Well, or just gaming videos in general. Well, since I don't have a capture card, the reason I don't record, footage for actual, like, licensed Mario games and stuff like that is because of the fact that, well, I don't have a capture card. Although, like I said, with the Nintendo Switch, I could upload, like, short clips of stuff online. I could very much do that. As a matter of fact, perhaps, maybe I could start, along with the thumbnails, maybe I could start uploading clips for licensed Mario games. But if I don't do that, you can definitely expect all the other stuff, like Super Mario Bros. X. That is a bit on hold for right now. As a matter of fact, the next episode I do plan on playing for Super Mario Bros. X is Lazarus Conquest by Sidnir. Whenever that episode gets fully finished and fully released, I'm not talking about the beta, but when it gets like 100% finished, then I will do a Let's Play on it, because that has been in development since like either 2013 or 2014. Holy crap, that game's been in development for a long time, but it definitely shows. The quality of the game definitely shows. And I did play like a few other Mario Flash games. I played some for Halloween. I actually did play the normal Super Mario Brothers series, which was a hell of a lot of fun to play. And I definitely want to play some other Mario Flash games. I'm not sure which, or maybe hopefully some other Mario ROM hacks, like Super Mario World ROM hacks. There's a couple in particular that I really want to do Let's Plays of, and I do have an emulator installed. I just, for some reason, can't get the ROM hack to play properly. So I'm gonna have to get help with that. And I'm looking at my list here. And maybe expect a Let's Play for Super Mario 63. That was definitely my favorite Mario fan game for the longest time, up until Super Mario Bros. X came out. But yeah, maybe hopefully, perhaps I can get. I am so disoriented. I am so sorry. But hopefully I can get a Let's Play of Super Mario 63, and as well as other Flash games. I might play some good old-fashioned, Flash games I played back in the day. And I definitely want to replay the very first game series that I played on this channel, known as the Jailbreak Trilogy. Now, the Jailbreak Trilogy is a set of Flash games where you star as a little black dot and trying to escape it's a stealth game where you're trying to get out of jail level by level. And the second one actually takes place in a hotel, but there's still a series of like stealth games, stealth platform games, kind of. But yeah, they're very fun games, simple but fun. That's how most Flash games are. And yeah, I definitely want to replay those games on camera as part of the anniversary of me uploading my very first gaming videos, which that is what that series was. So yeah, I've been talking about having special guests in my gaming videos. I haven't been able to really do that, unfortunately. Hopefully, we can get that done sometime soon. And special guests in general, you can expect more special guests in any video I do, like any vlog or any random video, or like I said, the aforementioned gaming videos. I'm really dying to do a gaming video with someone else. I'm hoping it'll happen sooner rather than later, but I've been saying that for a long time. I've attempted to do so in the past, but it just hasn't happened, unfortunately. And now, let me talk about something else. The random video series. Now, I've been kind of putting this off for a little while. If you don't know what a random video is, it's basically my very first series on YouTube. It's like a slideshow series where I show a bunch of different images playing while there's theme song in the background. Sometimes the images go with the theme song, and sometimes they don't. That's why it's called random video. I always say it's called random video for a reason. However, each season has only 5 episodes in it. And season 4, we're only like smack dab in the middle of season 4. There's still 2 more episodes, episodes 4 and 5 for the rest of season 4, and then that'll be it for that season. And after that, I do want to recreate the very first random video I ever made. Have that be a part of an anniversary of me uploading a YouTube video for the first time. So yeah, I just had my multi-milestone marathon, which actually got uploaded on the day of the actual anniversary, which is a first, I think, since my very first channel anniversary that I did. Excuse me. After that, I do plan on doing a random video season 5 and maybe even potentially a season 6, but I don't know what else the series has for me after that, but I don't know, we'll just have to wait and see. Now, crazy food, that's not going anywhere. Now, what that is I just call it that just for stylistic purposes. It's a video series where most of the series is comprised of taste test videos where I try the term should be self-explanatory, but it should be self-explanatory. But I don't try just any food. I always try to go for pretty unique foods and foods that I know will definitely knock my socks off. That's a phrase I never thought I'd say, but but that's the best way I can describe it. And there's a few crazy food videos where it's actually showcasing a particular food item instead of eating a food item. Like one of the first crazy food videos was a hamburger, and it was just kind of a very on the spot video. It was a hamburger, and it was called Burger Stacking Fail, and and it basically looked like that. It looked like an absolute hot fucking mess. But then there's another video that I did where it was actually a chocolate graham cracker haunted house, which was basically a Halloween version of a Christmas gingerbread house. And yeah, I think I've even shown a gingerbread train too. So yes. And as a matter of fact, Crazy Food is a pretty regular series. It's pretty common. I mean, I do one every once in a while. I mean, there's always new food items and new drinks to try out. Am I right? I'm not meaning alcohol drinks. I mean drinks like diet, like soda and Mountain Dew and all that shit. There's always new food and drink to try out, so I never had to run out of ideas for that. Let's see what's next. Throwback Thursday. So yeah, I did that for a little bit, and what ties into Throwback Thursday is me reacting to my old videos, which I've kind of been keeping up with. I mean, I've it's been very interesting reacting to my old content, and whether it be like a 1 year old, 2 years old, or 7 years old. So yeah, I definitely want to continue doing that. You can definitely expect those types of videos to be on Thursdays, like maybe like twice, 2 Thursdays every month. That's kind of what I'm going for, I guess. I don't know. And another thing that I started doing in last year was episode reviews for The Loud House. Now that has been an absolute blast to do. I never thought I'd be doing reviews for anything, so The Loud House is what got me started to to do that sort of thing in the first place. And it's not just Loud House that I do reviews for. I also do reviews for some other like one-off things, like I do some other Nickelodeon reviews, like I did one for Harold the Jungle Movie. I also did some Cartoon Network reviews, talking about the Teen Titans Go 200th episode, and as well as a general series review for Unikitty, after watching the first 10 episodes. Now, I currently don't have any Disney-related reviews yet, so whenever certain movies come out, you can expect reviews for those too. Here's the thing. I don't watch every major movie release that comes out. Not even close. I tend to take way too long to try to catch up on movies. So because of that, I'm not going to do movie reviews that often, unless they're for super specific movies, like Wreck-It Ralph 2 and the Mario anime movie that's gonna come out at some point, as well as the Loud House theatrical film, which will come out in 2020. I'm presuming the Mario anime movie might come out in that time too. I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, most of what I do reviews for will be for The Loud House. And video games, I won't really do video game reviews either, except for one game, and that's Super Mario Odyssey. That is really the only game that I felt like that I've felt obligated to do a review for. And I know everyone and their mom has done a review and has talked about Super Mario Odyssey already. But I definitely want to express my take on the game. And drawings. I said I'd upload drawings in February. Well, the month of February isn't over yet. That's probably what Nintendo is thinking right now, because it's taking them forever to to release some the DLC for Super Mario Odyssey. So yeah, I'm a little late on uploading something during the month of February too, but don't worry. By the end of this week, drawings will be posted on Twitter by me, as well as on DeviantArt. Like I said, I'll actually make use of my DeviantArt page. If it sounds like I'm just mispronouncing words, I apologize. I just am really fucking exhausted for some reason. But yeah, I think we are pretty much done. I'm still sore like a motherfucker, but yeah, let's get on with randomness now, shall we? Now, these random objects are part of a Christmas gift I got. I'll just show them off one by one, and they are actually minifigures for the Powerpuff Girls. Now, reboot or not, I still think having these things is pretty damn awesome. I never got much of the Powerpuff Girls merchandise during its original run. I think I only ate the Pop-Tarts and that was it, to be honest. And my mom got a Buttercup plush. But yeah, like I said, reboot or not, it's still awesome to have minifigs of the Powerpuff Girls in Lego form. So yeah, first I'll show off Blossom. And I gotta say, the mold right off the bat for all these characters, the molds for the heads are definitely very on point. I'll just take them off the toy tag for a second. The toy tag, they all say different things for each of the different girls. The patterns are the same, it's just the colors are different, and the phrases on the bottoms are different as well. See, this one's for Blossom. It says "Pow," and let me put this back on here. Then there's Blossom herself. Now the printing on all these too is absolutely perfect. Now there's not much printing on the front and back. I mean, it's very not much you can do. I mean, it's just a single black stripe, and on the toes too. I mean, I gotta say, Lego did a very good job translating these characters into Lego. Now, it seems like they might be a bit oversized in Lego form. Like they don't really scale well with like other Lego characters. Like I don't know, let's say the Emperor Palpatine. Let me just. Yeah, it doesn't really scale all that well, to be honest. But other than that, it's not really that big of a deal. And you can't. If you try to turn any of these characters' heads, it does. I mean, it looks fine if. So what I found out is that for some of these characters, if you try to turn their head too far, it looks like their head is actually dislodged from their frickin' torso, which looks unnatural as hell. But that's only a minor complaint. I don't know if I should call that a design flaw, but I don't know. I guess it was just something that was just unavoidable. So yeah, here's my favorite of the trio, Bubbles. Yes, and this doesn't have she has her hair up, her pigtails up like the reboot version, but she doesn't have the little beads in her hair like the reboot version. So you kind of get the best of both worlds when it comes to when it comes to her design. And let me show you the toy tag real quick. This one is sky blue, as you would have guessed, and this one says Zap. And just move the arms around a little bit, and I got the builds up in my desk in the living room. I don't really need to show those. See, like with Bubbles, for instance, like you see what I mean? Y'all see the problem? Again, it's not really that big of a deal, but it's still pretty apparent, and it's not really that easy to ignore either. And now, the last but very not least, you would think she would be my favorite because she wears green, which is actually my favorite color, but she's actually my mom's favorite, and that would have to be Buttercup. Let me show her toy tag really quick. This one is green and it says Bam. And now I think what's on the toy tag, the color on the toy tag is the same exact shade of green as she's originally seen as, and everything else green about her on her figure is like, you know, within the Lego color palette. So like, because this isn't the exact shade of green that Buttercup wears. I'm pretty sure of that. I am a huge fan of the Powerpuff Girls, so I would know what I'm talking about. And like I said, green's my favorite color, so I ought to know about my favorite color too. So yeah, she's got the little spikes up in her hair, which it's not even it's hardly a redesign. These characters hardly got redesigns, by the way. Like Blossom with her rounded bow, and as opposed to being pointy like in the original Bubbles, with her pigtails being higher on her head and actually having beads in her hair, and Buttercup having points in her hair. And she also has a hole in the top of her head, like as if like you could put like a hat accessory into her hair, into her head or something, which seems, I don't know why that's there. I have no idea why that's even there, but still. Oh yeah, another thing I forgot to mention: these characters always look weird on the side, like. Which is why Craig McCracken specifically tried his damnedest to never draw these characters on a side view. Whenever he always tried to avoid that whenever he could. So I've even seen, like, you know, original concept drawings for them being drawn on the side, and yeah, it just looks strange. Like, it's funny, that concept drawing, those concept drawings, they look weirder in that than they do like this. I'm still kind of freaky, but what can you do? Sometimes, I mean, these characters translate to 3D pretty well for the most part, except for like what I just said. And there's like the neck detachment thing I was talking about just now. Sorry. So yeah, those were the random objects of the day as part of randomness. Now, the random fun fact, there's actually going to be a few random fun facts here, is that we actually are getting a Lego Powerpuff Girls sets. So that'll be really cool. I don't know if there will be for, excuse me, I don't know if they're just going to be for the reboot or if they're also going to make some for the original series. I don't know. I don't exactly know or remember. So, and I think they actually are coming out this year. So be looking forward to that if you're a Lego fan. And something else, another random fun fact. We finally got Loud House plushes. I've been. See, this is so important to me because I have been dying for Loud House merchandise ever since I got into the show. I'm like, where in the hell has the merchandise for the show been? Like, the only kind of merchandise that we get are graphic novels. We don't, like, you know, get, like, traditional, like, merchandise and shit like that. But up until now, we finally got an announcement for Loud House plushes. And we've seen 4 out of the 8 that they're going to release, and they're all going to be in their Ace Savvy forms. And not all of the characters have plushes right now, but still, the fact that we're actually getting Loud House merch, like, at all is just awesome. And I've just been, like I said, I've been dying for merchandise for the show ever since I've been a fan, in, like, you know, the late summer of 2016, so... And the 2-year anniversary is coming up. I can't fucking believe that. But it seems like just yesterday this damn show came out, and it became one of my favorite cartoons and one of my favorite shows ever shortly after. So that's it for this video. If you like this video, then don't forget to subscribe. Be sure to stay tuned for all of the things I mentioned. This week, you could stay tuned for a Doritos taste test video, and that's... What do you mean by Doritos? Well, it's like they're like the mac and Cheetos versions of Doritos, like these little Doritos bites, I guess is what they're called. Be looking forward to a video for that. Both the regular nacho cheese and Cool Ranch. I mean, they're both pretty standard flavors, I guess. And stay tuned for the last wave of Loud House episodes to have video reviews, because yeah, I've been putting those off for the 400 video. So I kind of had to. There was just no room for me to review those episodes. But you can definitely expect episode reviews for those by the end of the week. Hell, I might even do 2 reviews in the same day. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching until the end, and be sure to spread the word, like, comment, share, do what you gotta do, because yeah, I'm a very small YouTube channel, and no matter how hard I try, it's hard to get yourself well known. No matter how much I put myself out there, it just sometimes my efforts seem like in vain. But to the small fans that are there, thank you so much. Sorry that this video is so long. I'm very sorry about that. But for the sake of this video, rambling is kind of what I have to do. I mean, there's all kinds of things I have to talk about in this. I'll try to work on my rambling too in videos. I'm going to try my damnedest to work on that. That's one of my biggest problems when doing videos. But yeah, I'm Alex Swimmer, aka AP3 Jumped. Thank you so much for watching until the end. That is it for me, and I will see you soon. Goodbye. I'm filming my next video right now. Video 402. Goodbye.